Hi everyone, I'm Laura and welcome to my art nook. If you would like, please check out my Etsy page. I will be posting this item for sale, and please follow me on Instagram and Pinterest. So today we're going to be taking this skull and I'm fussy cutting it out, and it'll be the centerpiece for this painting. So I'm just going to try and quickly cut it out, but I'm being very careful not to cut out any part of the skull. So I'm just going to remove all the extra white. This is technically a napkin, so I'm going to peel off the background pieces. And now I'm just going to take some pages out of my antique book, and I'm going to cut them out and rip them up. This is a nice little picture of a gentleman I found. I didn't mean to cut him out, but I'm going to save him for later. So now I'm going to just paint, I'm just going to glue all these pages down, and I'm also going to use some extra pieces that I have just laying around from scrapbook. I'm just going to tear those up and glue those down just to make a nice little collaged background. Today I'm using my Podge matte glue just because I don't want a glossy look. I want a nice matte finish. I'm using some pieces of scrapbook paper that got a little paint on them last time, so they are a little colored, and so they are a little not so fresh looking, so they're a little colored and different and dingy. I also like these little polka dots here that have numbers and words and letters in them, so I'm going to use those as well. This is another piece of book page that I don't know what my camera's doing here. It's going in and out of focus. It wants to focus on my paintbrush for some reason today. But I like this book page here in the center because it's got almost like a half circle on it. It's got some nice little detail that just happened to just get picked up when I was just using my spray inks. So they just got a little dirty, but I like them. So I'm just going to quickly just cover the whole entire canvas with paper, just give it some nice little background. So, and once again, I love glue, so don't judge me on how much glue I'm using. And we got some paper in there that just looks like graph paper, some paper that looks like words. Got some color in there, but we're going to add a lot of color at the end. So it's going to look pretty interesting. Here I am just fussing with the tape. It did not want to come off the little spool. This washi tape, it is adhesive, but I wanted it to stick a little bit better than it does, so I put some Mod Podge underneath and some Mod Podge on top. I thought they looked really nice. I like the one on the bottom because it is almost a little transparent. This, what I'm putting down now, is actually technically fabric patterns, antique fabric patterns that I have. I'm just tearing them up and putting them on top because they give it a little transparency, but you can still see all the lines from the fabric patterns that tell you where to cut and what to go where. And I just think it gives it a nice little look. So I forgot to add these to the screenshot at the end of the video, so I'm sorry about that. These are distress inks, and one's just a simple black ink. I will find them and put them in the description below, and just some Tim Holtz stamps I have, and I'll find those and put them in the description below. But I'm just kind of putting them all over the place. No real rhyme or reason, just kind of sticking them all over. It looks like I'm using a lot of stamps, but they'll kind of blend into the background, so they'll kind of fade away. So we're trying to put the skull down. I'm being very careful to make sure I try and get him as centered as possible, and also he's very delicate since he is technically a napkin. So I'm just doing one half of him, and then I'm going to do the second half of him just to try and keep from getting any kind of bubbles or any kind of folding. And then I just put some glue on top, and there he is. So I'm going to use some more of my flexible modeling paste over my stencil here. And the stencil has gears and cogs, and I just thought it would give a cool kind of industrial look with my skull. So I'm just kind of pushing it through there, being careful not to move my stencil because I don't want a smeared mess again. So we're just being careful just to hold it in place while I put that in there. Put the flexible modeling paste in there. So we're just being real careful not to move it at all. And then we're going to get some really satisfying peelies when we peel off the stencil. You know what I'm talking about? The satisfying peelies you get whenever you peel off like a little clear cellophane from like a new appliance. It's kind of the same thing. So I zoomed in real close so you can see. Oh, so satisfying. So satisfying. It looks so nice and crisp. I love it when they come out nice like that. So now I just rotated it so I can do another one on the top corner. I tried to rotate my stencil so it wouldn't look identical to the bottom one as well, because I don't want it to look like I just used the same stencil. I kind of want to look a little different. And also, once again, make sure to wash your stencils if you use the flexible modeling paste. It'll just gunk it up and just mess up your stencils terribly. So make sure you wash them after each use. Don't let it dry on there. Don't let it get hard, because you'll be buying some new stencils. I am not responsible for damaged stencils. I don't have the money to buy new stencils for everyone who gets damaged stencils from this. So once again, we're going to get that satisfying peelies from this one. I'm very excited. I loved how this came out. So nice, so smooth. I just love using the flexible modeling paste with stencils. I mean, you can use it as like a textured background as well, which I think looks so cool, and I've done it a couple times. It's very fun. Oh, here we go. Satisfying peelies. Am I the only one that enjoys satisfying peelies? Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed satisfying peelies like this. I always loved it. Even like if you just get like a new phone with like that screen thing on there and just peel it off, or like a TV with you just peel it off. Oh, so satisfying. Oh, so here I've been using my heat gun and I was real dumb, not paying attention, and burned my arm. Gotta be careful. Bad heat gun. So hot. Burned my arm. I was lucky I didn't get too bad of a little burn, but bad heat gun. I should have been paying closer attention. So warning to everyone, if you use your heat gun, it will be hot after you've been using it. Keep it away from your skin. It will burn. So here I am. I sprayed the canvas with some water, and now I'm just layering the colors on top and just kind of letting them run down from one corner to the next over the skull. I thought it'd be cool to have the upper corner be like a little bit brighter and more vivid and almost like a rainbow, and then I'm going to do the bottom corner a little bit darker and dingy looking. I just thought it'd be kind of like a cool like opposite effect, like, and I just thought it'd be so neat, and I love how it came out. I think it's so pretty. Let me know what you guys think. I just love it. So I love the purple. The purple is so vibrant. The purple is just so bright. So I rotate it because then it's easier to get that dripping and running effect that I want, to get it to run in the opposite direction. So just starting with some like light yellows and, you know, kind of like a orangish color. And I start putting on some browns and some reds. And I put on some greens just so it's kind of almost like a rust color. And then you can see it just starts dripping down, which I'm like, yes. But I want more color. There's some that parts of it is just a little white. So I use these like stains that are in like little drippy bottles. And I just use a little eyedropper and drip them on there. And I use my heat gun to kind of help blow it around. And I'll add a little bit more water to kind of dilute it because they are still so saturated. You can see they really kind of just melt when I do that. And just kind of blow them around into the corners and crevices that I want them to be in. And there it is. I'm happy with how it came out. I think it's so cool. Just like little opposite corners and different colors and contrasting, and I think it's super neat. So I have some screenshots here at the end for you to take a look at. Some close-ups of it as well. Let me know what you guys think. And I also try to add some screenshots of some of the products I use. I forgot a couple things, so I'll put those in the details. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you would like, you can subscribe for more stuff like this. Throw me a comment down below if you have any ideas or questions for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later!